Hello, I'm Doran Ellen Beldotan, and this is my very favorite time of year. Tomorrow is Purim, which is such a fun holiday, and unlike other holidays, there are no additional restrictions, so we can actually have fun. It's the holiday when Jews get dressed up in costumes, and we read the scroll of Esther, and we eat a lot, which is something we do on every holiday, any excuse for a Jew to eat. And we do something we ordinarily don't do, we drink a little too much. And every single year, without exception, somebody sees me on the street like a day or two before Purim, and they say, "Oh, you got dressed up early this year." And they're serious. It just slays me every time. And I look at them with as straight a face as I can keep, and I say, "No, I'm not wearing a costume. I look like this every day." And there's no better time in the year than to discuss the topic of this video, which is Project Bluebeam and the One World Religion that the nasty Archie wants to bring about. I've been watching a lot of videos about chemtrails, and I'm sure there are many reasons why they're spraying. I've heard that there are different types of fungi in the spray, and cancers grow better in a body in which the blood is contaminated with fungi. Another one of the reasons, evidently, why they're spraying that I learned just a few days ago is the barium that's in that spray evidently is efficacious in helping the projection of a hologram to be more intense, more real looking. And one of the reasons that people conjecture that they're spraying is that they want this blue beam sound and light show to be as realistic as possible, and so they're filling the atmosphere with barium in the hope that the hologram will look more real when they project everybody's favorite God King, Mashiach, whatever it is, you know, and psychotromically beam, is that a word? Psychotromically? It's not a word, I just made it up, I like it. Beam voices into our heads, you know, so we think we're going to hear the voice of God, you know, talking to us in our own language, of course. I'd love to hear it with a Brooklyn accent. And so we're all supposed to fall on our knees and usher in and the New World Order with the New World Religion, and be very happy and worship Gaia or whatever it is. They spent a lot of money on this, and they evidently take it quite seriously, and it might be a pretty impressive show. So let's talk about it so we can ward it off if it comes down the pike. There's a relatively new kid on the disinformation block. His name is Bill Deagle. And like all of the disinformation agents, sometimes they say things that are extremely important in order to get our confidence in them. And we should take the things that they say that are important seriously and leave the rest. What Bill Deagle said, and he's absolutely right about this, the current onslaught is against the very core of consciousness. That's for real. And whatever else they're bringing about is to the purpose of conquering the core of consciousness. And so it stands to reason that if the better people are armed against that kind of a deep, extremely profound psychic attack, the more they're going to weather this. And people who have a tradition of meditation, deep prayer, who have experienced realms that are beyond human consciousness, and particularly those of us who are blessed enough to be able to go there at will, are going to have a tremendous advantage over those people who are caught in the runaway train of consciousness. There are a couple of teachings from my tradition that I want to share with you, which I think will be helpful to warding off some of the lies that are being told, that are going to be perpetrated, some of the techniques that are going to be used to make you believe that the hologram projected in the sky is actually the coming of the day we've all been waiting for. The truth of the matter is that today is the day we've all been waiting for, and those of us who are wise know that. I believe probably like what they have planned for Yerushalayim is like some kind of like, like the third temple, like is gonna like come down from the sky, like according to tradition it's supposed to come down built and probably have like a hologram to that effect. But luckily we have teachings that are going to prevent us, inoculate us from that kind of a psyop. The first is I want to give you some a background quote, and I'll build what I'm about to say on that. I'm going to be quoting from Sefer Devarim. You all probably know it as the Book of Deuteronomy. I don't like the name Deuteronomy for a number of reasons. First of all, it's not Hebrew. Second of all, it sounds as though it's some kind of like a recap or like a redux or some kind of something like that, which it most certainly is not. In Hebrew, we know it as Sefer Devarim. What I'm going to be reading from is chapter 30. It says, from verse 11 to 14, "For this commandment which I commanded you today is not hard for you, neither is it far off. It is not in heaven that you should say, 'Who will go up to heaven and bring it to us, and make us hear it that we may do it?' Neither is it beyond the sea that you should say, 'Who will go over the sea for us, and bring it to us, and make us hear it that we may do it?' But the word is very close to you,